Today we will discuss about smoke ventilation for room with hazardous and flammable material. Okay.
Mhm.
Say for example, if you talk about one of the room. Okay. Say for example, in any of the project, you will be having. So there are some rooms with hazardous material or flammable material. Okay. As an example, you can say there is one room with fuel tank room. Right. In the fuel tank room, you will be storing the fuel. Right.
Yes.
So it is a flammable material. Okay. Or
Yes.
say, for example, there are some storage room where you will store some chemicals where the chemical is hazardous material, where it's a flammable material, right? So
Mhm.
this particular kind of rooms, okay, maybe it will be in you have a many lot of spaces, right? Say for example, if you go to in your project, you'll be having lot of spaces like there is some general weaving, okay, then you have a staff dining, then you can talk about prayer rooms, right? There are different rooms, okay. So in that
Yeah.
room, in case if you found that in that rooms or with like a flammable material or used for storing the flammable materials or hazardous
Mhm.
material, then you have to
Mhm.
follow as per our local regulations for the smoke management. Okay, so if you go to the
Okay.
smoke control and smoke management system, okay, in our local code, you will find there is one ventilation for room with hazardous and flammable material. Okay, so
Mhm. Mhm.
this is for example, if we talk about the objective, the ventilation system for rooms storing flammable and hazardous material shall be to maintain the flammable concentration in the room to acceptable level, right? The same system shall also serve as a smoke exhaust system during fire emergencies.
Mhm.
Okay, so if you talk about as a design criteria, you can say the ventilation system shall consist of exhaust and supply part with a rate of 20 air change per hour. Okay, so whenever you design the smoke ventilation fan, it should be capable of 20 air change per hour, right?
Okay. Mhm. Mhm.
Okay, so
But
the
let me ask, sorry, just before you go forward, when you
yeah,
say these rooms with hazardous and flammable materials, typically these would be applicable to your rooms where we have, fuel, like rooms which we use fuels, for example, like not fuels, like I mean, like battery rooms, for example, number one, like generator
see,
rooms.
battery room is not a hazardous material basically. Okay,
Okay.
hazardous material is like a, say for example like a chemicals where it burn. Okay,
Ah,
hazardous also that is a different condition. There we are
yeah,
calculating
yeah.
based on the hydrogen concentration. Okay, but this
Okay.
particular room is based on the flammable material, right? For
Okay.
example, like a fuel or like maybe some chemical powder, maybe it is flammable, dangerous to the human.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay, so it's a basically
Okay. So,
flammable material. It's like fuel.
but is this the case for even for rooms which we have, for example, rooms that are protected by clean agent system? They all come under this category or not?
Uh, no, basically for fuel you cannot go with the clean agent. You will go with normally with the foam system because it is a class B, right?
Yeah, no, that's where I'm coming from. So when I mean not, yeah, fuel rooms. No, when I mean to say like rooms for hazardous material or flammable material, generally, how do you categorize these rooms? Is this something that you can have a discussion with your fire protection engineer, or how? I mean, this is what I'm coming from. Because if you see all the technical rooms, will keep giving ventilation requirements and smoke requirements and such. So I just want to understand: is there like an easy way to cover this through, or is it like how
No,
does that?
see, for example, you're talking about fire protection, right? For these rooms, basically.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, fire protection, you know that there are class A, class B, class C. There are different classes. What
Okay,
you are going to store it. Okay. So if you talk about
okay.
like assume that you have an electrical room. Okay. The electrical room, what you will
Yeah.
do, you have a class C fire. Okay. So the class C fire means
Mhm.
it's energized electrical equipments, right? So
Yeah.
as per the local code, it is suitable. The suitable fire protection will be by means of clean agent system. Okay.
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 Yes.
Now here we are coming with the fuel, right? The fuel is a
Yeah.
part of class B. Okay.
Hmm.
So the class B is, say, for example, your suitable fire protection will be foam system.
Which is Ansel system, right? Or
It
no?
is basically foam means like, the water will be mixed with the foam concentration and that foam will be spreaded on the top of the fuel layer, right?
Okay.
On the top of
Hmm.
the fuel layer, then that will suppress the fire.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so that is a different type of fire protection. Okay, so whenever you're protecting the fire, you're going to put on the fire like either water or gas or foam. Okay, what will happen? There will be chance
Hmm.
of smoke. Okay, which comes from the uh,
Generation from these rooms.
generation
Yes.
these rooms. Okay, so if you talk about fuel room, the concentration of the smoke will be little bit higher than if you go to the electrical energized room, or if you go to some other
Mm,
rooms, right?
mm,
Car park
mm,
area,
mm,
you have a concentration, because there also you have a fuel basically, right?
mm.
Right? There are many cars which consist of fuel as well, right?
Yes.
Okay, but anyway, that particular one, we will not go with, since it is a large car park area, you cannot go with, say, for example, like clean agent system or other systems, okay,
Mm, mm.
or foam system. Okay, so they're also suitable. Actually speaking, it is a class B fire only, but when we consider as a one time fire, we normally apply as per the local code with sprinkler system. Okay,
Yeah. Okay. No, no,
Okay,
I
so
understand. I understand.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Okay, for this particular area, for the rooms with hazardous material, flammable material, we have a
Mm-hmm.
there are chance of fuels inside the room. So that
Mm-hmm.
particular suppression will be taken by the fire protection system will be by foam system. Okay, it's a class B fire, and
Okay.
your
So
ventilation.
mostly these are rooms which are protected by Class B, which are considered as Class B fires, basically,
Yeah,
right?
class B fire. Basically, yes, it's a foam
Understood.
system. Okay,
Mm, mm,
okay.
mm.
Now with the when you protect the when you put upon the fire, there will be chance of smoke generation. That smoke will be
Mm-hmm.
expected around at the rate of 20 yards per hour. So that should be taken out from the particular room, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So that is why if you talk about this particular code, they say that the smoke ventilation should be designed for 20 air change per hour. Okay,
Mm-hmm,
and
mm-hmm.
the
This is the
makeup air shall
exhaust we are
be,
talking. Existing
yeah,
and makeup is 85% of the
85 percentage
exhaust.
of the required exhaust of 20 HH per hour, right?
Got it. Yes.
Okay, and the duct normally the fire rated ducting, okay, and you know that this standard will be reflected again and again. The makeup and exhaust shall not be kept closer, like less than 5 meter, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, then the type of fire damper, perimeter, prohibited, and the controls with parallel
In this
system.
scenario, like you said, they're all motorized, not fire dampers, but motorized, just motorized dampers, not
Yeah, motorized
motorized
smoke
fire.
damper, motorized smoke
Smoke
damper.
dampers, sorry, motorized smoke dampers, and we are not using motorized smoke fire dampers,
Yeah, because
MSFDs.
it
No,
will it will close it, right?
it
There
will
is a
close.
fusible
Yes,
link
yes.
that will close, and the standby fan is not required as per the local code, and this particular fan will be designed with the emergency power supply. So if you look at one of the example, can you see one of the project where you have first story, second story, third story, and the roof?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
and this is the
yeah,
hazardous material, right? So it
yeah.
may be flammable explosive substances. Okay, and you can see that exhaust is designed for 20 actions per hour, and the supply air fan will be designed for 85 percentage. Okay, and
Mm-hmm,
the intake
mm-hmm.
and exhaust will be kept away 5 meter, right?
Yeah. Okay. But
Okay.
let me ask you one question. For example, even in this scenario, sometimes we would give our fans within the room itself, right? Or do we still follow the same thing what we use for corridor smoke management, where we have the makeup fan maybe inside the room, but the exhaust should be still outside? Is that the case? Or
Yeah. See, actually speaking, exhaust can be inside also, but
yes.
where you discharge, it should be on the at a high level, basically discharge.
Okay, it can't be okay. So that means it has to be taken ducted all the way to the roof and then taken out.
Yeah, taken out. Yes, yes. Okay.
Okay,
But
okay.
for a intake, if you talk about intake, it can be in the
Mhm.
intermediate plant room, and where you can take the intake from the intermediate plant, like intermediate floor. Okay.
Yeah,
Say for example,
in fact, you can even actually have the fan itself within the room, and then you just have to lower it directly outside. Is that possible? Agreeable or
no, directly outside is not allowed. Okay, if it is the
not a
intermediate
fan?
plant room.
The louvers. When you place the louvers, instead of taking the louver instead of taking the fan all the way at the top, if I keep the floor fan in the first story, can I just directly duct it outside, like with the louver outside, and then take the
Uh,
fresh air from there?
no, if you discharge outside, you should not have
Yeah.
any further floor on the top. Say for example, you don't have any second floor or third floor, and it should not be there any further floors.
Okay. But
Okay,
then that's a
so
lot of shafts, right? Because this is why I
yeah,
mean, the
yeah,
reason why I'm asking is
yes,
sometimes when
yes.
you
If you
have
go to
generator rooms or not,
Yeah,
yeah.
if you go to high rise tower project, you have to have a multiple shaft to design for this exhaust system.
Huh. Okay,
Okay, right?
okay,
Okay,
okay.
it's not allowed to discharge any of the exhaust intermediate. Say, for example, even this particular exhaust. Okay, say for example, you are taking all the way to the roof and then you are discharging, right?
Exhaust is fine. I understand your concern when you say about the exhaust fair, but I'm saying is about the makeup air.
Yeah,
You said you
makeup you can take it from
make
the intermediate plant room. Yes, that is allowed.
Yeah, we can put it intermediate in plant room, or we still put it inside our inside the fire room, inside the room that we're talking about. Like for example, the flammable room. No, it's only in the
Uh,
plant rooms, right?
to keep the to keep the fan actually should be in the separate plant room, because normally for the makeup you don't require to go with fire rated ducting. Okay,
Okay.
but if you keep it on the say for example, if you keep it on the flammable material room, then you have to go with all fire rated, so that will that will increase the project cost, right? Okay, so to reduce the
Okay.
cost, you can keep away from the flammable material room, and you can just supply it from outside.
Okay.
Okay. Now if you talk about one of the example, okay, I can show you that I have designed one of the project where you can see this is the fuel tank
Mm.
room, right? And you can say
Yeah.
that this is the room, and you are going to design with the particular fan capacity, right?
Okay.
Okay. And if you go as per the local regulation, say for example, can you see the can you see the as per the local code, the standard format?
Mm.
Okay.
At
So
the
this is
rate
the
is 28 changes per hour,
yeah.
exhaust air,
So
and then makeup. Yeah.
yeah, so this is the standard format. Whenever you submit for local civil defense approval, you will submit with this particular Excel sheet. Okay, and you have a ventilation for rooms with hazardous and flammable material, and you have a data
Mhm.
input. You will be entering the room area and room height. Then as per the local code, it is 20 air change per hour, and the makeup air will be 85% of the exhaust. So this is the fan
Mhm.
capacity.
Mhm.
So that particular, based on that particular code, you can have you will be designing that particular room. What is the exhaust, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, and
But
you can
that's only
see,
the exhaust so far, right?
yeah,
For
exhaust.
example, that room is
Yeah,
so the okay makeup air you're going through the louvers,
through
etc.
the
Mm,
louver.
mm,
Yes. Say for
mm,
example, if
mm.
that particular room is somewhere inside, okay, then you
Yeah,
should have
yeah, yeah.
provide exhaust and makeup here. But this room is external room. Okay, normally you design that such like fuel rooms and all. You'll be designing
Mm,
in the
mm.
external part so that you are not damaging inside that particular area, right?
Yeah, but yeah, even over here, like you see right now, you haven't taken the fans all the way to the roof or anything, right? Basically, because
Yeah.
these are all external rooms, right?
Yeah,
Or
yeah. Actually speaking, this is only one story, like only ground floor. Okay.
okay,
Okay, and
okay,
also
okay.
this particular building is away from the main area. Say for example, this is the utility plant room. Okay, so it is
Mm,
not
mm.
it is not it is not in part of the office building, or it is not part of any of the other particular buildings.
But
Okay, you're
even if it is a just normal ground floor building, you would still. I mean, ideally, if possible, if we could actually ask for a structural opening and take the ductwork all the way to the roof and have the fan in the roof, would be great. Correct?
yeah, that also great. Actually, this is like a warehouse kind of things. Okay,
Ah, okay,
and
okay, okay.
you don't require that much that much requirement is not requirement, not
Advised. Yeah.
required,
Okay.
not required. Yeah, but
Mm.
if you're designing some of the project like residential or commercial building, yes, you can design like that. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay, so this is one of the example what we have gone through. The say for example, the smoke ventilation for room with hazardous and flammable materials. Right? You're clear, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.